In today's session, we are going to study about counters. Counters are sequential circuits. Counters are basically circuits used for counting events. They are very commonly used in computers and many other digital applications. A counter circuit must remember its past states. Therefore, it should have memory elements. It consists of a number of flip-flops. The manner in which the flip-flops are connected will determine the sequence and the number of states that the counter will go through. The number of states that the counter goes through is known as the modulus of a counter. Counters are divided into two categories: asynchronous or ripple counters and synchronous counters. In synchronous counter, all the flip-flops get a common clock input, which is an external clock pulse. In a asynchronous counter, only one flip-flop will receive the external clock pulse. Every other flip-flop receives the Q or the Q bar of a previous flip-flop as the clock input. This is the circuit of a binary ripple counter. As you see here, there are 4 T flip-flops which are used to construct this circuit. The first flip-flop receives the external clock. Every other flip-flop receives the Q output of a previous flip-flop as the clock input. On applying the clear signal, all the flip-flops can be cleared to the state 0000. This counter is modulus 10 counter. It counts from 0 to 9. That is from 0000 to 1001. Now we will see the state table in detail. This is the state table of the binary ripple counter. It goes from states 0000 to 1001. Using the clear input initially, the counter is cleared to 0000. As the external clock input comes at the falling edge of the clock, the first bit Q0 will be toggled as it is a T flip-flop. So the output of that flip-flop will go from Q0 to 1. When the next clock falling edge comes, that time Q0 will be again toggled from 1 to 0. This will serve as the clock to the flip-flop to which Q0 is connected as the clock input. So that bit Q1 will be toggled from 0 to 1. As you see, this will keep on happening, and when Q1 again toggles from 1 to 0, that will serve as the clock for the Q2 flip-flop. So when Q1 goes from 1 to 0, the Q2 will be toggled from 0 to 1. When the Q2 goes from 1 to 0, that will serve as the clock for Q3. That is the instance when Q3 will be toggled from 0 to 1. And this is how we will be able to achieve all the states from 0000 to 1001. So it is a mod 10 counter.